All right, don't say nothing because they can hear us.
Now, whose ass I got to kick to get myself a beer off up in here?
Well, Uncle Junior, Cousin Sonny, thanks for dressing for the occasion. What's up?
That you, Martin?
Yeah.
Sonny.
What's up, man?
Cousin Martin.
All right.
All big and everything. That body never caught up with those ears, though, did it? That's Martin? Yeah, Sonny, give him a hug. His family.
You got a straw there,
Hey,
boy.
you know.
Looking like the golden child.
Hey, you like that? Hey, you know I got this up on Sammy's Suit Shop down on 24th.
Yeah.
I can get you one if you want one.
Oh, no, I'm cool. I'm straight.
Hey, you know, all right.
Oh, man, you all right.
Ooh. Nice watch you got on there, cuz.
Yeah, this is a nice watch I got on. And it tells time real good. Right now it says what, 3 to 5. Lockdown. Boom, boom. Roxanne! You put on a
I see what you get at. Hey, thank you for letting me know, cuz.
All right.
Hey. Oh.
This your second hug. All right. All right. My man.
Yeah.
Now, look at you, Martin. You got 2 tenderonis in the house. Vanilla and chocolate. 2 big old dips. You just like your uncle, boy.
Yeah, well, you know, got to put my bid in for my dips. Yeah, well, this is my sweetie here. This is Gina. This is my baby. She's doing all the cooking. And this is her lonely friend, Pam.
You a bad pajama. I got my eye on you.
Which one?
What? What? Hang on. What?
Oh, come on, calm it down. Bring it down. Bring it down. Bring it down. Bring it down.
She wasn't sorry.
She didn't mean it. She didn't mean it, okay? She was talking about which one you're talking about, what dip you're talking about,
which
chocolate
one?
or vanilla. That's all.
Chocolate.
That's
Talking
all.
about you, chocolate. To watch your tongue. I hate to have to shoot up another kitchen around here. Edna! Where's Edna at? Edna!
Uncle Junior, my mama's not gonna be here, man.
Yeah, but she said she was really sorry she couldn't. She would miss you. That's what she said.
What she told us.
That's what it was.
What? My sister's not coming? Oh, no, man!
Oh, I know. Don't let. No, man. Listen, I know. See, you gotta go. It wouldn't be the same. This would be nothing. Look, I know. Listen, I love my kinfolk. I love y'all. If you're ever in town, please try and find me. All right?
Hey!
Here, happy Thanksgiving, Mommy, Daddy.
Martin. Yeah.
Yes. Shout out in Sky Point to John Witherspoon. Let's go. Oh, pregnant pauses. I tell you. What's up, everybody? How you doing? Good evening. I'm Lorenzo. This is my comic son, Marcus. And every week we do the new Comic Book Day live stream. And every week, said live stream is brought to you by the Alternative City Shop.
I not only love reading indie comics, but I've self-published several indie comics of my own. You can find them on my Alternative City Shop, which has a link below this video. There, you'll find, along with my comics, t-shirts, stickers, and now you can pick up digital comics, including Ninja Bunny Assassin #1 and #2, which are both out of print. You find pins and magnets that are called CBOs, or comic book originals, which are buttons, magnets, and pocket mirrors that I make from superhero comic books.
Moving into the digital age. How about that?
How about that? Is it me? Is it the volume seem a little bit low, or is it just in my mind. Seems normal.
It seems normal to me. Do I maybe I sound low? I don't.
No, I
Let me
think
make sure. Let me make sure I'm on the right mic here.
I'm just paranoid about sound issues since a couple of weeks ago, and last night there was an issue when I was trying to download some stuff. I think my computer might be trying to tell me something like, I'm near the end. I'm coming very near the end. Sergeant Pepper. Oh well, all things must pass.
You hear a slight echo. I don't know what that is though.
Well,
I don't know. It's kind of gone.
Now we'll hear every little sound. It's gonna sound something weird, But we'll soldier through it somehow.
We'll see how it goes. We got the homie 80s guy in here tonight, my flavored whiskey brother, and my gambling from time to time. He's in the Discord gambling with us. If you would like to join my Discord, let me know. I'd love to send you the link and get you in there. We have a good old time in there. And maybe sometime 20 years from now we'll get Lorenzo to join that Discord. We'll see. 20 years from now. What up, 80s guy, though? Thanks for coming through. The lovely Miss Janet is here, so I do think we're going to be all right tonight. She's here, so we're going to be fine, guys. Mojo88 is in the house. What's up to the fam, the new Comic Book Day fam? What up, my man? Thanks for joining us tonight. Larry Love is here, as he often is, also known as
Larry Love, the man spinning those platters for you and making that music sound great on the Quiet Storm. Thank you, Larry.
What up, Larry? Thanks for coming through as always. We've got an appearance from the man himself, Sleepy Reader 666, Damien, comic book YouTube legend, and arguably founder, one of the early members. And just
sure.
Representing the PNW to the fullest. Definitely check out Sleepy if you haven't already done that. Well, I'm sure you have. This crowd is a hip crowd. You guys know what's going on. What up, Sleepy? Good to see you, my man. Swords Force. It's Swords Force.
Easy for you to say.
Swords Force is in the house. What up, Swords Force? Happy Comic Book Day to you, my man. We got Ross in the house as well, cheering on the Pacers. Poor New York Knicks fans. They flew too close to the sun, didn't they? Pretty sure both the series are over. Oklahoma City's going to run Timberwolves out of the gym tonight, and we'll see the Knicks go down, pretty sure, as well. Oh, am I too far? Okay, hold on. Let me move closer. I don't feel like I'm that far, but they're saying I'm low.
Yeah, I think sometimes you accidentally drift back a little bit and don't take the mic with you. Take the mic like James Brown with you.
Should I get in the hot tub?
That's right. That's right.
What up to all the homies in the chat, though? Thank you for joining us, as always.
Thank you all. Thank you, one and all.
I don't have any drama. Drama's low these days. Space Case. Oh, I missed Space Case. Space Case is in the house. What up, homie? Thanks for coming through. Appreciate you joining us. I don't know. I missed that.
Always good to be drama. And looks like
we got another one.
With our Canadian friends.
Yes.
What's up? There's a safe space for Canadians. We love our Canadian friends here. Right, what the propaganda may say. So welcome, Mr. Canadian survivalist. All right, so the market's freeze.
Oh
my God, are you still here with me? Did you leave me? Did you abandon? I have abandonment issues.
I'm like a cat waiting to pounce.
There you go. Walking like a panther. That's what I'm talking about. All right, that's awesome. Yeah, not a lot of drama. We did.
Sorry, I was laughing at Ross. He said he just turned 41 last week. Happy belated birthday. The Pacers are going to the finals. Fingers crossed, probably. And he made it to the stream on time tonight. You're always on time whenever you get here, brother.
It's a great day. That's what I'm saying. As Ice Cube would say, man, didn't have to use my damn AK. That's awesome.
Cool J. Now we're going on to the Ice Cube.
Yep. Yep, I got 1 million of them. Happy birthday, my friend. Yeah, to be 41 again and know what I know now. Oh man, if only that 20 some odd years make a world of difference for me, man. I was like, oh, so that's what I should have done back then. Damn. Okay, all right. But at least I'm still here, and you guys are here, and it's Wednesday, and yes, my beloved agrees with that. Yes. So yeah, man, it's a great day. I was gonna say we lost one of the great writers, Peter David. Peter David passed away a few days ago. Known mostly, I think, but for many things, but for especially for his run on the Hulk. He had a really historic run on the Incredible Hulk at one point.
Yeah, a lot of love pouring out, and you love to see it. You know, people paying their respects to the greats. They should get their flowers. Hopefully, we give them more of them their flowers before they leave us. But it's always nice to see it after as well.
Yep. Here's our friend Phil here. What's up, Phil? With a spec by here. I'm more copies of Dark Hawk #1. Dark Hawk #1. Excuse me, not Hawk. Dark Hawk #1. What's up with that? Dark Hawk must be one of his favorite characters. There's Perry.
We got the homie Perry Comics sneaking in late as well. What up, Perry? Good to see you, my brother.
Thanks for wanting to know one, man. Yeah.
You filthy animals.
Yeah. I don't deny it.
I finally started reading some books today. I've been slacking on my reading. I've fallen well behind on everything. But I was knocking some stuff out today. I haven't got the new one for Absolute Martian Manhunter, but I finally read the second issue for that. I'm going to read the third one as soon as I get it. But I have these spurts where I fall in and out of reading books, and then I'll start reading them like I was today, and I was like, oh yeah, this is why I do this. I kind of forget why I love it so much sometimes. But I'm back, and I got a lot of reading to do. I got a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, I mean, you can get kind of lost in all the side issues and dramas and stuff. Like, oh yeah, there's like lots of great books coming out that I love. That's what my main thing is. Yeah.
Well, I mean, the drama and the side issues are all fun too, though.
Yeah, for some of us, yes.
What is the Super Unlimited? I don't know what that is. Do you know?
What do you mean, this Rick James fella? I've never actually heard of this Rick James fella.
I'm Rick James. I don't need you. I don't need nobody.
That's right.
What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, that guy. Okay. I would play one of his songs, but I get some kind of a penalty for that. I'm sorry. Get back to the comments here. Ross. They go off topic. Oh, go anytime you want to go off topic. We welcome it. Can anyone explain why the cover of Superman Unlimited is for which one? I mean, yeah, I guess you said the same. The A cover, or is it some special cover? I remember the A cover. I remember the B cover.
I'm trying to look it up now. What it looks like.
The D cover. You said so right there. The D cover. Man, see, everything is so small. Imagine trying to read that little tiny print on the screen that they're showing now. There's film on the stage, but I can barely see the ones in the thing. The D cover. Who's in the D cover? Have you looked it up yet?
I believe this is it right here.
Okay, let me see if I can add that. Remove all media streams. I gotta remove. Okay. Such a picky thing here, man. Okay. What are you talking about? Remove all media streams from stage. I'm trying to add to the stage. They just won't let me do it. What's all other media streams?
Maybe it's the chat stream you have, I'm assuming. That'd be my only guess.
I mean, that thing that they want me to click on so we can have it on. God. Oh, StreamYard. You're just so full of yours. No, it's not that.
Oh, I have no idea.
I can't edit. I have that.
Anyway, I don't get it.
Remove this one. Okay. Oh, here we go. I remove that one. Here it is. Okay.
There you go.
Oh,
I don't get it.
is that Frank Miller?
It's cool, but it is Lionel Francis. So
Neil,
I can say his name.
Neil Francis. Okay.
Lionel.
Yeah. I mean, it's nice and all, but is it an incentive of some sort?
No, it's just a D cover.
I didn't see that one coming.
Open order.
That one, I've got the James Gunn one instead. But I should have got the D cover. That's what I know. Yeah, that one I got one of those coming from my comic shop next week or tomorrow at some point.
Yeah, I don't know the story. I don't know the story behind it. Yeah, I thought some of the other covers were better too. So yeah, I don't get it. It doesn't $67. That doesn't really make sense.
Yeah, that's definitely and I'll be back to a to a trap. I would say for me, but I could be wrong, and I often am. So yeah.
Speaking of that, have you seen his 4 years look back he started?
I haven't had a chance to check out one of those, man. I'm anxious to see it though. How the numbers on those?
He had one last month, and he had another one. JP's Budget Collecting, we're talking about. He had another one here recently for this month, and it's looking back at 4 years ago, which for me is really interesting because, 4 years ago was the beginning of me coming back into this thing. So I started in January of 2021. Started my channel in March. So him looking back at 4 years is looking back at the beginning of it for me. So I've been finding it pretty interesting. Definitely check it out. It's a new once-a-month series he's doing.
Yeah, once a month. That makes a lot of sense. I remember y'all talking about that, but I know it already dropped. Yeah, I usually check out you guys on Monday, and the other one he does on Saturday morning, where he looks back 6 months. But check out the new one now, man. That's awesome. That's going to be even more retrospective. You can see, like, what the record was as far as, that sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah.
Especially 4 years ago was COVID. So we're seeing the look back is including some COVID prices, which is interesting to see the drop.
That's a different era. That's a whole different era, man. It's affected by so many things. Hey, aggressively.
Shout out to the homie AR. I'm going to go get a soda real quick. I'll be right back.
AR. Get a soda. I'm sure he's going to get one of these lovely alive mushroom elixirs, which I recommend highly. If you knew I said that, you'd probably just shit a brick. What's up, aggressively? So yeah, shout out to Sky Point to Peter David, who came up with a lot of great stories, and I think he had this with the comic book. What's that? Not the comic book review or one of those like newspaper-like publications. He had a column in one of those too. So he did like columns and stuff when he wasn't doing regular comic book work. So
what up to the homie AR?
Good
to see you, my man.
This mushroom. Yeah, AR knows about the mushroom drinks. This guy, he knows about them. So yeah, awesome stuff, man. Also, is anybody following on a much less more fun note? Is anybody following the Diddy trial and all that stuff, the testimony and all that shit going on? Have you even concerned at least a little bit, or have at least?
No, I had a grand plan. I signed up for the government website Pacer, because you have to get permission to request documents. And so I signed up for access to the Southern District of New York, which is where the Diddy trial is happening, with the idea that I was going to pull the actual documents from the trial, and I was going to run them through ChatGPT. I was going to have ChatGPT just break down the juicy stuff for me. But my plan was foiled. I did get access, but my plan was foiled because you have to wait 90 days to get documents like that. So I wouldn't even be able to request it for another 3 months. And so that'll be way after. So my idea was kind of thwarted. But yeah, I haven't been following it, but I had that idea that got ruined.
Aw, man. That sucks.
Because, the reason why is because, people are talking about it on the internet. Yeah. You have no idea. People make shit up. So you have no idea what's real and what's not real. I wanted to get right from the source,
Mm-hmm. right. Well, it looks like if I don't know if you should stock up on those at Midtown. They're only $6 a piece, or maybe just like somebody paid way too much for one at some point. But
What are we talking about? Mushroom drink? Oh man, is it? You got.
oh, because while you were gone, I say he's going to get a mushroom drink. One of your favfavorites that I talk about.
It got elderly in here real quick, didn't it? Wow. Okay.
You don't know what he's talking about. You don't know what he's talking about. You don't know what he's talking about. No, Space Case does not taste like mushrooms. Like most things, it's been flavored, as Janet says. It's just like they emulate the taste of classic sodas. Like there's a cola, there's a root beer, and there's this one, which is like the lemon lime, which is kind of somewhere between Sprite, 7-Up, and Mountain Dew ish. It was kind of like a combination of all those together. But you don't even, if I didn't tell you it was mushrooms, because we bought them like on a whim. We were like out for a walk last year somewhere, and we stopped at the store. Let's just try this. And damn, this is good. I would expect this to be anything, we'll try stuff, no problem.
This is better than prune juice.
God, you're such a fucking troll. You're such an infant. I see. Stock about whiskey. Yes, there you go.
What up to the homie Travis, aka TM Nerdy? Thanks for joining us tonight.
Hey, Travis, what's happening?
We're talking mushroom drinks, which is not at all an age thing, so don't say that it is. Okay?
It is not an age thing.
No. Don't you suggest that either.
It's a person that's looking out for their health thing.
Yes, of course. Yes. And prune juice has a lot of healthy benefits as well. Something that's
not a laxative. It's not a fucking laxative. It's just a fucking soda. There's no. Or you could just do like this guy and just stock up on whiskey.
Or just drink more whiskey.
Yes, I think you might like those, Phil. You're an open-minded kind of a fellow, so I think you might enjoy those. Try the root beer or the cola if you like those first. Just get your whistle wet, so to speak. No pun intended. Oh yeah, good stuff. But the thing about,
by God, Janet, from your lips to God's ears, you ain't just listening to this.
Gosh, man, oh man. Ooh, this guy, I tell you.
If it wasn't good enough for John Brown, it ain't good enough for me.
Oh, God almighty. Bruce almighty.
There's a great shirt. It says, never argue with someone that John Brown would have shot. I think that's a great shirt.
Wow, where could I find that, Jim?
Rest in peace to John Brown, a real ally.
John Brown and his body, which we all know is marching in the grave.
That's my dog.
All right. I watched that movie about Harper's Ferry. It's some Showtime movie, I think. It talks about that whole event and the shit that went down.
Yeah, that was he worked over here in the Kansas area as well, but yeah, he ended over there.
That shit went sideways.
He was for the people, though.
Hey, I mean, to tell you something, if I've been around back then, I'd have been part of them. I went down with them. I definitely went down with them. I ain't picking no goddamn cotton.
John Brown.
I ain't picking that shit no more. I ain't picking no more cotton. Fuck all of y'all. All right, so but anyway, back to the whole Diddy thing. You trying to get Chat GPT to
from John Brown to P Diddy. Stick around, guys.
It's all linked. It's all linked together. You all see the little steps, but they all linked together. Diddy, I'm just saying it. Get ready for this to happen. I believe Diddy's going to get pardoned. It's going to happen. Our beloved president has already said, "I love Diddy. He's a great guy." He was on TV saying such things, and as we all know, he's very transactional, and Diddy has money. So we already seen a trail of people being pardoned already. Who've done much less.
You're not supposed to pardon someone before the trial's even over. You're saying he's going to do it before the trial's over?
Wait till it's over. You right now, don't worry about it. Right now, dude, he's laying low. He's laying low. He's laying low.
I don't believe it, but I'm wrong all the time. So who knows? I don't see it happening, but I don't know. When it comes to Trump, I'm wrong all the time. So
Kanye future track. That's going to happen. Exonerated. It's going to be called Exonerated. Everybody's going to be on there. Diddy, Kanye, Future. Who else is guilty?
It's going to be a Trump anthem too.
Absolutely, 100%. For real. I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, I'm wrong about a lot of stuff too, but that's going to happen, isn't it? Yeah, that's totally going to happen.
I saw NBA YoungBoy got a pardon of some sort. I saw some former governor or somebody from Connecticut.
Oh yeah, I mean, some shyster who like took millions from people. You used to let him go too. And so it's going to happen. It's going to happen. What's up, TN Games? Thomas, my friend, how are you, sir?
What up, homie?
Fascist Island. Pardon Crooks. Hey,
I don't see it. Trump to go. Where's Benny?
Oh, you mean like a
Perry's trying to rally the troops.
Fascist Island. I don't see. You don't see it. You don't see it. I can't tell which part of it he's joking about.
No, he's not joking. I can tell you, none of that. None of it is joking.
The fact he doesn't see it. The fact that Trump's the GOAT, and where's Benny? First of all, who's Benny? Who the fuck is Benny?
Benny Compton. That's the homie Benny Compton.
Oh, that Benny. Okay, I know that Benny. Okay.
Oh God, Benny's coming. Here we go. We're gonna get hashtag MAGA in the chat.
Got a pardon. Yeah.
Here comes the culture war, guys. Oh God.
What's that, Ross? Which comic villain would you compare Diddy to? He's not strong enough to be. No, not even close. He's ruthless enough to be Lex Luthor, though. I think he'd be best compared to Tombstone. I don't know Tombstone that well, but I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, I would think he'd be kind of like I don't know, not the Green Goblin, because the Green Goblin has a split personality. This guy's just really deceitful. He's not smart to be Lex Luthor.
Speaking of Tombstone, his first appearance was on the Cast Your Trash list yesterday. And it's quite an affordable book, for the first appearance of Tombstone.
I did see that. Yeah, I did.
Worth adding to your hunt list. I think that was the book. There was one book, I think it was this one, where, sometimes you see a difference where the raw price is pretty reasonable, but the 9.8 price is kind of crazy. And so there's a lot of value in finding raw 9.8s and getting.
It'll take time to restore chaos.
Sorry. Sorry, go ahead.
No.
I'm sorry, you saying something? No, just kidding. I'm sorry. I mean to step on your.
Listening to Culture War takes, that sounds terrible.
It sounds terrible, but somehow I think it might be true. I don't know.
Chaos. It's not a war if we won.
Wow.
All right there.
Wow. That's deep, man. That's deep.
Who was the winged guy that flew too close to the sun?
Icarus.
Might be flying a little too close to the sun.
You don't want to do that. Your wax wings will end up melting.
Oh, there's Benny. Here we go.
Here we go.
God. What up, Benny? Good to see you.
You're like Homelander. Okay. Okay. Well, we'll see. You either walking out the courtroom and go, howdy, ho, MRFers. Oh, man.
Carrie Chaos, I be trying to tell Barry, grow folks are talking to me. You're going to skip that long-lived Donald Trump. There you go. Benny in here.
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. I done opened up a whole can of worms. All right. Well, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to leave it at that. And when it happens, I'm going to play the clip. I'm going to cut it out and say, see, told you. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. What's up here?
That'd be wild if that happens. I don't see it happening, but again, I get everything wrong when it comes to Trump.
This is his only way out. This is only way out. He's got tons of money, facing prison, got a guy in charge who gives out pardons. Make that money, baby, and make that money work for you. I should have a rapper comic character comparison. Yeah, I know this. I mean, is it a rapper super villain or rapper hero even? I don't know. There should be.
I have a hard time putting Drake as Homelander in any context.
Drake is Homelander? Oh my God. Oh gosh. Yeah, I gotta catch up on The Boys too. The Boys, I missed like a whole entire season of that. I gotta get back into it. It is a good show.
Boys is lit.
Yeah. Evil One. No, 80s guy, I've been saying that shit for them motherfuckers are so, it's hate that keeps them alive. It's like, the good people be gone like that, but motherfuckers like, it's hate. I can't let go. I gotta stick around, That's a damn shame.
Did you ever see the Netflix movie with Sandra Bullock?
Called The Net?
No.
It
was the blind Bird Box or something where everybody had to wear blindfolds.
Oh, I remember it was really highly talked about, but I never got around to seeing it. Bird Box people were they couldn't be listening or some shit like that. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to see that yet.
Well, you couldn't look up at the sky at whatever it was in the sky, because if you looked up and you saw it, you would immediately do something that killed yourself. So you'd walk into traffic, or you'd walk off a cliff, or you'd do something that would kill you as soon as you looked up and saw it. And so the whole movie is they have the blindfolds on so that they can't see whatever it is, and it causes them to kill themselves. But one interesting theory of that movie is that they're fighting God by not looking up.
No spoilers.
By not looking up and committing this suicide, basically. You got Bird Box. They're denying God. It's God calling them home, but they don't see it for what it is. And I was like, man, that's such an interesting.
Your master calling you home to his bosom.
Because if you watch that movie normally, you think, oh, it's terrible. They're doing the right thing, right, by not letting themselves die. But what if letting yourself die was the right thing? What if it was God calling you home?
See, I don't believe in a God that would do malevolent things like that. I know a lot of people believe that God is this guy who sits on the throne with a long beard and throws lightning bolts at people that piss him off and don't do what he tells them to do. But I see that as in uniquely human aspects and things that we.
To God, it wouldn't be mellow. It wouldn't be mean or anything. It would be like, because once you die, that's when you come home. So once it happens, you're like happy it happened, as you realize. But we don't know that as flesh and bones. We don't understand that. We can't understand that. So it's not a terrible thing. It's actually a great thing. We just can't see it for what it is.
Okay.
In this interpretation.
Okay, I can see that aspect of it. Because there's some people who think that this realm here of Earth is being like a proving ground and like more or less close to hell, and our home, wherever that is, being much more of a utopia. So, okay, I can buy that.
Yeah, they're rejecting God for their flesh and blood, for their flesh and bone, which is the wrong answer. But which is the right answer to us. Upon first watching, it's the obvious right answer, but it's an interesting thought experiment to consider that interpretation of it. I couldn't see myself ever buying into that interpretation, but I find it interesting nonetheless.
I think it's a lot to do with our attachment to our bodies.
Yeah.
Hope that God wasn't Andrew Tate, Chaos. The attachment to our bodies.
Now, don't get very started on Andrew Tate. Oh my God.
Oh God, he's.
You done. It's another keyword you done chatted there. So get ready for that.
I know. In the manosphere is a thing, bro. Oh my God, I didn't want to go there.
Barry likes to watch a little Andrew Tate to get his testosterone up every once in a while. I think he's not high enough on his own, so he watches Andrew Tate to feel like a man from time to time.
God help us all. My train of thought was going with that now, but now I think people are so attached to their bodies. We think that when we bury people, that's them. But it's in fact just the shell that we walked around with. Our spirit wore as a suit. So that attachment to the body is thing. Like we can't leave this body. The body is me. Like your spirit is you. The body is just like the suit you're wearing in this life. But I'm getting like all philosophical and going down a road people are probably not going to agree with or understand or even like. So I'll just leave it there. Hey, John. Still, I'll say hi to John Stout. A fine fella. Lovely
Fatty,
man.
what up, John? Good to see you.
What's up, buddy? Man.
We got my Kansas City homie Swagda in the house as well. Shout out to KC is in the building.
Swagda. Hey, what's up, Swagda? And see you there. Yeah. Got calling all the manosphere and pardon talk here. Woo, boy, oh boy, Lord have mercy. Horton, yes, Horton Hears a Freaking Who. Oh my God, it's one of my favorite books as a child, even. Yeah, but I guess I just don't want to die horribly or too soon. I don't want to die slowly or horribly. I want to die as a very old man in my sleep. So that's night all. Be on the other side. But I don't know. I do believe there is another side too as well. So that's why I don't fear it as much. But you just don't want to. I hate pain. I don't want to have like some kind of a long, agonizing way to go there. But that's just my beliefs. So there we go. We've talked Peter David. We've talked Manosphere. We've talked pardons. We've done all that stuff. We're gonna bring it on back to comics at some point. I just want to say on the way out that damn, it's at 6:40 already. How time flies. Tomorrow is our kickoff day for softball, and I'm so excited about it because this is the first team I played on that's been purely co-ed. I think co-ed is the way to go with softball. Is that kind of evens out the testosterone a little bit with a little estrogen. It doesn't get too. Some of the male teams get a little bit full of themselves, and they need to reel it in a little bit, and need to every other.
Nothing wrong with being competitive.
Let me tell you something. These women out here are competitive as the next guy. Some of them are a lot better than a lot of guys, so that's not an issue. Just that sometimes you can just take a little bit too. We out here to have fun. Nobody here has got a contract. Nobody here is is a superstar. Some of them are pretty good. But most of these guys, couldn't run around the bases. In fact, in this league, one thing I hate about this league is if you hit a home run, you don't have to run around the bases. Some guys just, these big, portly guys, big, cock-strong motherfuckers, just bam, smack their home run, walk their asses back to the bench and, high-five each other. And it's like, dude, you're taking the fun out of softball. I mean, the home run trot is like one of the coolest things. We never did that in Chicago because we didn't have fences. And you guys got fences here, and you don't take home run trots. What the fuck is wrong with you people? I don't understand.
What's wrong with you people?
Damn right. So, that's my rant about softball. But anyway, I'm excited about playing because.
How many home runs have you trotted around?
I've only hit one home run in my life, and that was back in Chicago. Back then, home runs they just rolled. They rolled until nobody got to it. That's how you did it because you played on these fields where there were no fences. There was like everybody shared an outfield, so your ball went into somebody else's game, and that's where oh, that was a home run. But here we got these nice fields with home run fences and stuff, and everybody's muscling up trying to hit homers, and. Yeah, it just never was my game in the first place. But anywho, so it starts tomorrow. Excited about it. You finally get new jerseys and stuff like that. So life is good.
What do you mean, you people?
God, this fucking guy. He's fucking guy. I tell you, man. All right, enough of that.
All right, did you get your books? I guess we could do that.
Could we do that though? I don't know.
I do. Janet,
is there a random topic we can talk about before we get to the books thing?
I don't know if you told Janet this, Janet, but he did tell me it was going to be a short show, Janet. So we'll see how close we
I lied once again. All right, so see, this is why you get me off into exciting political discussions and subjects and things, and next thing you know, it's 9:30 Central Time.
I love Dick.
Oh, Hashtag speak for yourself.
Yeah, he's my favorite Robin. How could you not love Dick?
Dick Ramen?
My favorite Robin, Dick Grayson.
Oh, right.
I love Dick.
Bringing up for the record, it was Ben bringing up the D inclusive. Okay. Only D I know about is defense, which is what we play. Play hardcore defense.
Defense.
Right. Defense. Defense. All right. First thing is the Ultimate Spider-Man number 17. I almost got the Mary Jane variant, which is smoking hot. I think I hopefully pre-ordered it. Hopefully. I think I did, because I saw it in the pre-order stuff. I probably got that because I know I'm going to get the A cover from the LCS.
Can't believe it. Was that 18? Jeez.
It was 17. But
was it 7? I can't believe how many issues that is.
17. And going strong still. I caught up on it a couple of weeks ago. I'm just bending my books here. No longer in mint condition. Good thing I have 2 of them. Wonder Woman Absolute, that version, that is. Number 7 on this one. Number 8, damn. Okay, I can read one of these days. One of these days, and it won't be long. Well, you're definitely gonna lose with the superhero count. Those are the only 2 superheroes right there. Now we start the indies, and that's going to be Bitter Root number 3. This is 3 of 5 of the next movement. It's going to be stacking these until I catch up on the previous series. No problem.
I just want to say Perry had a question, and rather than asking in the chat, he messaged me privately.
That bad?
I just want to applaud him for doing that and not posting that in the chat. That's growth, Perry. I'm proud of you. Thank you.
We all appreciate you, Perry. Thank you for not bringing it down to a lower level than it already is. We're taking everyone down with us. This is the one with the guy in his underwears. There's one with
what's going on with that cover? Man, you liberals.
There's one where he's ass out. I didn't get the ass out one because they didn't have it. But this is the Save for Work one. You said that when you're talking about his home run. What do you say about my home run? You probably doubt the fact that I could ever hit a home run. Oh, you little faith.
I would never. I've never hit one, so I can't say nothing. I haven't played a lot of baseball, but I've never hit one.
I've never seen as many home runs in softball in my life until I got out here.
Because I always have the power of like hitting it up, but apparently you don't want to do that. You want to hit down.
It depends. If you're really a strong guy, hitting it up and you know where like it's called launch angle. If you can hit a high, majestic fly ball that goes over the fence, that's fine. But if you don't have home run power, you're just gonna be hitting pop-ups and warning track balls. So it depends. I've seen plenty of guys out here with the uppercut swings and just knocking the shit out of the ball. It's crazy. I've never seen these strong guys in my life. Were they always this strong when I was younger? I don't know. This one was a last minute. We talked about it last week, but I decided to pick it up since I was only at the 10 comic limit. Okay, it looks good. This is a Peter Milligan book. It's got someone named Chris Peter, who's also a contributor, unlike Peter Criss, who was the former drummer for Kiss. Fun fact.
And now you know, kids.
And now you know. The more you know, the more you know. Minor Arcana. There's a variant for this one that's on the.
I need to read that one.
Yes. What is it that? It's on the thumbnail. There's a variant for this one that's pretty cool. And I think that's a 1 in 25. I might be looking for that one. That's the one that's next to. It's between Martian Manhunter and the other one there. I think I may look for that one as well. I do like this series a lot. I've been collecting the tarot card ones. I'm missing a couple of those too. So we'll see.
Jeff Lemire is great at making you wonder what the fuck is going on.
I know, man. But that's why we love him so much. He's also great at like tugging at the heartstrings.
Janet taking note of another great quote. Yes, there it is.
Another great quote. I'm full of them. I'm full of
Bars,
something.
as the kids say.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
He lied again. Shocker.
Oh, we're not done yet. I mean, I think we might just speed through the
I don't believe you.
preview. What you trying to say? I'm full of shit? Possibly.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
How?
I'm sorry if that wasn't clear enough. I thought you just spell it out.
What you trying to say? Howl, number 5. This is the last in this series that I've loved from who is this? Morissette, who's the artist, and Elisa Whitney, who is the writer of this retro book. But
who's the artist on that cover?
Morissette. So they go by one name, one of those like Liza and Elvis, Diddy. They go by one name.
How's the feeling it?
All right. Good series there coming to an end. Means I free up another slot for someone else. That's why I love limited series, man. They end at 5 or 6. Okay, read another one. Yeah. The Power Fantasy. I may be one behind on this one. Looks like some shit's going down in here. This is a really good book. I better catch up on this real quick because it looks like some shit went down. There's the angel girl standing amidst a whole bunch of bodies. The government tried to kill her a whole bunch of times, and they were willing to sacrifice like thousands of people that she beat at a concert. They blew up the whole goddamn concert. everybody did. And she just walks out of the dust like, I'll be damned. They tried to kill me again. Fucking government.
And it's not often that an indie book maintains buzz past the first couple of issues. Power Fantasy is another example. Or in the beginning, I felt like I heard a few people talking about that, but now we're what issue is that? We're so many issues in, nobody's really talking about it anymore.
There's always a fade. I mean, very few of any books, maintain, like, oh, this is great for like, 30 issues. You got to have peaks and valleys, but still a good book. Nonetheless, still a good book. Barstow, this could be the last Barstow too. Sometimes Dark Horse goes 4 issues and out. Even more better. So that Twin Peaksian kind of FBI tale. Barstow, really good. Maybe a real place in California. I'm not mistaken. I think it is. Last book was last week's penultimate book, The Goddamn Tragedy. This is the Tulalote cover B. Cover A, not so great, but Frank says it's a pretty good book, and it's a one-shot, which I love. So you'll see how The Goddamn Tragedy is probably destined for a what's good at some point. And that's all I got this week. So
okay, I'll give you that was quicker than normal. I'll give you that.
See?
We'll see how the next phase goes.
The next phase. I'm assuming you have nothing for what's good, which is fine. I have a few things.
Nothing this week.
I'm just glad you started reading again. I mean, I was a little worried
Working
about it.
on it. We're back in the mix. Yeah.
That's all you got to do. All right, so let's do the what's good thing, and we'll start that. So I don't want to be made a liar again. And these people saying that I'm trying to keep Marcus up past his bedtime and all that jazz.
What? No one would ever accuse you of that.
Oh no, of course not. Or being an old man drinking like prune juice.
No.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Oh. I'm sorry. Go ahead and finish your sentence.
No. I was just saying elderly was the word.
That's much better. Thank you very much, elderly. That's doesn't sting nearly as much. Just kidding. Right. Starting off with the what's good this week is another reprint. I love these fucking reprints, man, because a lot of these books I've never had, and this is one of them. I've never owned this book. I've never read this book. In the way, as much as this sum going to cost, I may never see the interior of a real one. Maybe it could happen, but first appearance of Galactus is here. And to be fair, this is really more or less a cameo. But I guess the market and CGC and everybody else decides what is and what is not a first appearance. We don't see the big boy until the last page. I didn't know that.
That's the first appearance, though. You see the full character. Yeah.
Well,
that's the first appearance.
Well, I guess on the Wolverine 181, kind of logic, it is the first appearance because was what 180? Did he appear in 182? 180, 180 also?
Yeah, but it was just a cameo.
Okay, so that was a cameo in 180, and 181 was a full appearance, and 182.
Yeah, isn't it like a cameo when you can't see their full self or something like that?
Yeah, I guess so. And then there's a whole Gambit situation where he appears in that annual.
That's a different thing. Because the continuity doesn't match the shipping date with that. So in continuity, the Uncanny that was at 262 was supposed to be first, but shipping wise, it was X-Men Annual 14 was first. So that one's a little different. It's like you have in continuity the first appearance, and then you have in actuality the first appearance. And most people have chosen the continuity first appearance, which is Uncanny X-Men, 262, I think.
Yes. Okay. Well, yeah. That's another.
To be fair.
You were saying it's going to be fair.
What is that, Letterkenny? That's a Canadian show. I've been meaning to watch that show. To be fair.
Yes, this Canadian is probably good. The only book you picked up this week, Sorge, was The Future is Fucked. You're claiming a 60-issue run. We'll see how that goes. We'll talk about that a little bit later, too. I think I have that marked. If I don't, we'll talk about it. Yes. The Future is Fucked is definitely one of the books we want to talk about later on. And they got it marked as sometimes they do in League of Geeks for next week. But I guess it came out today. So it was a kind of pricey book too, right? Like about $12, something like that. A little bit, maybe if I'm not mistaken. So anyway, this thing, man, it's such a joy to like finally read this book. Because I've never, as I said, ever read it. And it's cool that Jack Kirby took some cues from his fellow bullpenner, quote unquote bullpenner, because there was no such thing as a bullpen back then. Jim Steranko. Jim Steranko inspired Jack to do these photo collages in his artwork. And you can see that's one of the things he did on this page right here. This is just some really cool shit. Steranko was so awesome because he didn't really need the job. Steranko has lived a hell of a life. He was an art director at a well-known, not photography studio, but an ad agency. So he really didn't need the job. He just came in there with his portfolio one day, and they gave him Sergeant Fury. I think, was it Sergeant Fury? I think it was tales of one of those books that had Nick Fury and maybe Cap in there. Tales of Suspense, one of those books. Yeah, he gave him, Stan gave him that part. Which one of these characters you want to draw? Pick one, pick Nick Fury. Eventually doing the Nick Fury series, but he experimented with all these things like this, man. Like, it's good to see Jack doing some of that too. I remember him doing maybe a few of these things in some of the books that I actually did own, but I had no idea that it was inspired by Steranko. But so yeah, this is awesome, man. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm probably late to the party because most comic folks have already read this book or in some form or another. Maybe own a copy of it. You consider yourself a real collector, but I don't own it, and but I don't know. I think this is definitely worth it. Wait, what's he saying there? If you buy the 404, okay. Negative. You get the hardcover. Okay, that's what we respond to the hardcover. Okay, all right. So that's one book right here that you should definitely be checking out. If it's only like $4 or $5 because Marvel charges an extra $1 for their reprints. Very cool.
Yeah, I like that panel where he appears is cool. The interesting color scheme on it.
Yeah, man. I mean, this stuff is going. It's like this is from the Marvel, the Stan Pop, the Marvel Pop Art series on the cover of all the books back then because of the experimentation they were doing with all that trippy stuff, Doctor Strange and Steranko and all that stuff. Very cool. Next book I want to talk about is this trade I picked up a couple weeks ago on Free Comic Book Day. Shout out to Gabby's Olympia Cars and Comics. So she had a sweet sale on all these trades called Fatal, which is written by Ed Brubaker and drawn by Sean Phillips. I heard so much about, if you're still out there, Damien, I know you talked about, and some other people talked about Brubaker's work. He works mostly in trades now. Maybe not trades like this, but the one-shot trades. He's done series. I think Fatal has 5 series. This is the first series. I was always intrigued by this story, but I wanted to jump on in the beginning and know what the hell was going on. So glad that I did. Fatal takes place over several decades. It begins at this funeral. This guy named Nicky, or he goes by Nicholas. His godfather had passed away. His godfather was good friends with his father. His father is now institutionalized, so his father couldn't make it. So Nicky is named the executor of his godfather's will. So at the funeral, as they're all standing around, this very mysterious, attractive brunette woman comes up to him and says, I was a friend of your godfather, and and goes introduces herself and all that. And he was like, Nick was like, whoa. He was kind of taken by her beauty, of course, but he doesn't think about it. Later on, he goes to his godfather's house, which is he's going through his stuff because he's the executor, so he has to get things in order. And while he's there, some guys, these guys wearing bowler hats, carrying shotguns, come run into the house, and Nicky's like, I need to get the fuck out of here. And out of the blue, said brunette suddenly appears driving a red sports car. Like, let's go. So she takes off driving, and he's like, okay, well, what are you doing here? And she explains, well, I was gonna park close, so I didn't want anyone to see me. That's why you didn't see my car out front. It was like, okay, I'll buy that excuse. Anything to get the hell out of here right now. And they end up having a crash because there was a plane chasing her, and the plane like fires at the car, and the car crashes, and Nicholas ends up losing his leg. He wakes up in the hospital like, what the fuck happened to me? And the only thing he remembers is that he met the brunette, and he also found a manuscript of his godfather's his godfather was a novelist. He taught himself to become a detective novelist. He wasn't great, but he was successful enough to make a name for himself. And he had an unpublished manuscript that he was able to save from the house before all that shit went down with the guys in the shotguns. So when that all dies down, we started hearing the story of where this woman whose name is Jo, short for Josephine, she actually there was a woman back in his godfather's past that looked a lot like Josephine. And he saw the photos of her and everything. He assumed it was like Josephine's grandmother or something, because it was so long ago, back in the 50s. As the story goes on, we discover that it was in fact not the grandmother. It was Josephine, and somehow Josephine is involved with this cult that somehow she's not aging, and these people are chasing her because they want to get her back for some reason. So she's on the run from these people in the cult, and Nicholas has gotten in the middle of it. Man, this is a great story. This is just the first 5 issues of I think a 25 issue run. So if you can find this was like the 4th or 5th printing. So it's out here. It's been reprinted many, many times. This is an excellent book, man. I mean, it's so hard boiled and gritty, and I love shit like that. I mean, I probably should have been reading Brubaker stuff a long time ago, but I'm glad I finally picked it up, and Fatal is worth checking out, and you'll love it. You'll love it.
Yeah, that first scene itself is pretty dope, man.
Yeah, I know, right?
He rolls up right in time to pull him out of there.
Oh, I know, right? It's just so convenient. You didn't question it. It's one of the themes is that men just don't question a beautiful woman. She can just.
Why would you?
Because we're so easy to manipulate. This femme fatale just pops up out of nowhere, and she ensnares back in the day. She ensnared his godfather. There's this other detective, a police detective that was in love with her. There was a photographer who was just totally. He had a pregnant wife, and and he's just like, fuck the pregnant wife. I'm in love with you, Joe. You know, just like jumping through hoops for Joe. You know, all these men are just like throughout history, and here she is, like an immortal. She's not a vampire. You know, there's something up with her. There's something supernatural and something really. They explain some of it, you know, with the cult activity throughout the book. I don't want to spoil any of it because it wouldn't, and you know, to spoil you because the art is so great. The period piece drawing is so great, and the writing is so good. If you love detective stories like I do, I think that's something that you'll like. Patal. All right, the next one is a few more recent, called Blood and Thunder. This one is from Image, from the Skybound universe of Robert Kirkman. I think Kirkman is a contributor on here. If he didn't write it, he probably drew up the you know, the outline for it and everything. It's written by Benito Serrano, and E.J. Sue is the artist. So Blood, which is her nickname, is for Bledsoe is her last name, so they call her Blood. You know, bled so much you have to have a transfusion. So Blood is the woman, and Thunder is her gun. The gun is like, this is the future of Earth where alien species have infiltrated the Earth, and they're living among us. Everything's cool. You know, there's kind of like you know, a little symbiotic relationship between us and the, what's up, Bellbore, and the aliens.
Hey, what up, homie?
And Blood is a bounty hunter, and she works for this agency. This agency is what the hell is the name of this agency? It's got this acronym, the Interplanetary Peacekeeping and Penitentiary Force. So they're not exactly the police, but they work with law enforcement, and they hunt down people and bring them in, you know, by hook or crook. And basically, the first part of it, let's break it down to where this is actually not, this is off planet, but this is on an asteroid that has become. And I first saw this, I bought it a while back, but I didn't read it until like recently. Damien was talking about on his channel about how this, he liked the concept of this really cool asteroid with the upper levels, the upper class people are living there and the rich folks, and the lower you get, the worse life is for you. You know, the lower you're on the level of life, and Blood works all the levels, and her gun, Thunder, is really a complex mechanism, but it's kind of an antique. There are other guns that are, I guess, more efficient, but the gun talks. She has like a relationship with Thunder. So they have kind of like, they like a buddy cop movie. You know, they kind of play off each other. They look out for each other. You know, it's AI kind of a thing. And the first part of the book is basically her hunting down this perp and all the things they go through to, I think her and Thunder, by they, I mean her and Thunder, go through to catch this perp. And when she gets back to her office of the IPEF, don't you know, her boss, who looks kind of like Stanley from The Office. Stanley, is that you? Stanley from The Office, after a terrible accident to his face right there. He got like an injury on his lip. But Stanley is in charge of he has kind of like a father relationship with her, because I think Stanley knew her father. They were close. So they go through all that. And Blood has this hair, which is kind of, I think she's maybe a hybrid human or something, because her hair like defies gravity, and it's not really hair. It's kind of like it's energy or something that's kind of like, you know, it's like lava lamp energy. It just kind of flows and stuff like that. So there's something about her too that's kind of strange. But in this Earth, it doesn't make a difference. So basically what's happening is there's going to be this horrible criminal that's going to escape, and they show the criminal eventually destroying the prison and killing some prison guards and escaping. And what's going to happen is Blood and Thunder are going to have to track down this criminal for this thing. I mean, it's not a super complex story, but I love the art, and it's kind of a fun read. I love stuff like this where it's like this dystopian future and stuff like that, because that's pretty common nowadays. But
feels realistic.
Yeah, and it feels realistic, yeah, and prophetic in some words. But if you just like a good fun read, sure, I like that. I mean, I think this was totally worth my whatever I paid for it, $3.99. $3.99 book. You know, it's the minimum. So Blood and Thunder from the, I guess, the stable of Robert Kirkman, if not from the mind of Robert Kirkman. He definitely had some input into this. And Serrano and Sue doing a good job pulling it off. So might want to check that out too.
Yeah, that one flew under my radar for sure.
Yeah, just one of those like flyers I took on FOC. Like, that might be okay for $2.59. I'll give it a shot. I'll try one of those. The last book, and that's What's Good installment, is a few weeks ago's penultimate book, Robo-Wolf. A wolf, help. This one is written and drawn by Jake Smith and is published by Dark Horse Comics. Robo-Wolf, and the main thing about this that I love so much is the intricacy of the art. Let's look at this middle page here. Just so much going on in this art. You know, he did everything here. He drew, inked, colored, lettered, all that jazz. And even the background is not white. It's like orange. It's very much, the design is meant to be very retro, and to have that kind of like, remember the airbrush, you know, stuff. People will have like this kind of lettering. Maybe you're not old enough to remember that stuff on their jackets. It was in fact, I used to do that kind of shit. I used to do airbrush t-shirts, you know, hustle back in the day. Man, that's a hard way to make a living. But this is kind of from that era. And really the gist of this is that Robo-Wolf and his gang, it's not really a gang, it's kind of like, you know, three guys, three humans. This one girl who's this like this total mercenary, this other guy who is just the tech guy, and Robo-Wolf. And they got to get this big amount of money to the other side of town before Robo-Wolf's daughter is killed by these gangsters. And this is just basically a chase book. But the journey itself is what gets you there. There's so much going on, talking about the state of the world. There's just a lot of side stuff. You know, it's not about the plot, it's about the journey. That's what Robo-Wolf is totally into. And once again, this is what, a $3.99, $4.99 book. This is totally worth the journey here, man. I mean, if you love indie art and artists who just pour their souls into stuff like this, man, this is so like intricate, man. The characters that he develops, he just seems to just like, you know, just bombard you with one more interesting than the next. So yeah, Robo-Wolf, definitely a good pickup. It's still out there. Jake Smith, I'm gonna look up some more stuff that he's done too, because he got some, I saw his work on another book more recently. So it got me more interested in to see what else Jake Smith has done. I had not heard of him before for this book. But Robo-Wolf,
it's a cool looking book, man, for sure.
Isn't it? And it's only one cover. That's all you need. And Robo-Wolf is the last book on this week's version of What's Good. So thank you very much.
I say anyone who complains about variants better not have any variants in their collection.
I know. Some people just gotta complain about something, though. You know, just don't buy them. Just don't buy them. That's just too easy. All right. So there you go. That's your What's Good. And now we can get on with the preview.
With our show.
That too.
I can't do Seinfeld as well as you do it.
And don't you dare try. I got that impression patented or copyrighted or something. All right. So where are we at? Are we so far at the bottom here? I didn't mean to go that far at the bottom. There we go. Let's start at the top, if you don't mind. And it looks like Absolute Superman is coming out next week, and it's got a pretty cool cover. And I bet that it's not going to be a virgin cover. It just can't be, because it just would not happen on the cover A. Probably just forgot to put the trade dress on there in this preview, so that's fine. Ultimate Wolverine has been also very good. Is that Dennis Camp? I think that's Dennis Camp that's doing that. Ultimate
He's
Books.
doing Absolute Martian Manhunter too, I believe. Yeah,
He is. He's double dipping. He's double dipping in the Absolute and the Ultimate Universe. Lucky guy. Lucky freaking guy. I remember, was it Reggie? I saw a Reggie video a few days ago where he was talking about how a lot of retailers are happy that there's been a kind of an upsurge in superhero interests because of the Ultimate and the Absolute universes, which is great for the industry.
helping sales. Yeah,
I think, yeah, it is. I mean, sales are up. I think he had the numbers to prove that the sales are actually up in comic books. So all the naysayers, you're saying that, oh, it's failing. And I mentioned in the comment that, you know what, they've been saying that since, Stan Lee was hired by his cousin Martin Goodman back in the freaking 50s, and they haven't failed yet. I don't think it's going to fail. I mean, it's going to evolve like everything else evolves, but I mean, it's not going to go. Yeah, Absolute. Oh, sorry, getting stuck in the Absolute thing. Ultimate Spider-Man Incursion. Real quick look at that one. This is. I want to say this is about Miles and the Spider-Man from the Ultimate Universe. So I guess this is maybe going to be a crossover event. I'm allergic to crossovers.
hard pass.
Hard pass. I know, right? I love the Ultimate Universe, but when it comes to capitalism, it's not about putting out a good product. It's about selling more books. So you got to ask yourself, do I need this? Do I want this? Is this something that I want it to happen, or is this something they're trying to sell me? So you have to make that decision yourself, whether you want to partake in said crossovers. New, it's going to bombard you with nice covers like this one, which is nice. It's putting his foot through Spot, which is kind of a cool concept, but
That's how they get you.
That's how they get you. That's how they get you. David Marquez, Jonas Sharf. This is kind of cool. Yeah. The 1 in 100, Kari Andrews. I won't be buying any of these 1 in 100s or anything like that, but this is kind of a cool cover, and this is what you're going to get if you decide to get that book. So, which I won't. Maybe I did already. I don't remember. Maybe I already got it. I'm not sure. Not sure. All right. What else we got going on here? Batgirl number 8. Birds of Prey. Oh, yes. Imperial. Check out Imperial number 1 from Marvel Comics. Jonathan Hickman, Federico Vincentini, and Ivan Coelho take on the universe. A sweeping Marvel cosmic event. Imperial is a story of intrigue, mysteries, and war, which takes place against the backdrop of the formation of a new galactic order in the Marvel Universe, featuring Hulks, Black Panthers, Novas, Guardians, and cosmic kings and queens. It's the must-read book of the summer. You heard it here first. $6.99, 56 pages. Well, maybe you didn't hear it here first. You're hearing it now. All right, Hickman's in there. Wello's in there. There's some good talent in there. But, Marvel can afford good talent. This is also probably, as I say, leading to we'll have a crossover event, maybe, or maybe another series. This person says, I follow Hickman to whatever book he writes, so I'm here. Goz was amazing. AVA is amazing. Ultimate Spider-Man is the best thing Marvel's got going right now. Can't argue with all of that, You're a modest
Willie sneaking in to say hi. What up, Willie?
Willie, I'm distracted, man. I didn't see you sneak in. Just passing through. Good to see you, brother. Yeah, so that's right. Get Willie's drop out of the way here.
Willie, don't do it, man. Not with that money.
Passing through, brother. You can pass through anytime you want to. Get a free pass. I had an incursion once. I should see a doctor about that incursion. Well, I tell you,
we got the homie Cali Comics sneaking in as well. We'll get him in real quick. What
Cali
up, John?
Comics.
Good to see you, homie.
What's happening? What is happening? Yeah, see, yeah, I know it's the same thing Wellbore said. See a doctor about that. All right, so any interest on your part from Imperial?
Hard pass.
Man, you're a tough customer. Oh man, get out my plan B for my sales techniques to get you to buy these things here.
Yeah, it's like I am really cutting back. I have plenty of titles, I feel like, so I'm really reluctant to add a new title, and it's very unlikely that the new title is going to be a DC or Marvel. It's just really, really unlikely.
I can't argue with you. I'd like to, but I can't. All right. All right, so no on Imperial, so no on that whole crossover event thing. Moving on. All right, down the road here, we got Storm. We got the JSA number 8. Ooh, looks nice, like a throwback cover there.
I like that cover.
It is very cool. What else we got? We got going on. We got all new Venom number 7. Still Mary Jane. See how long that lasts.
Moon is following us, is getting rave reviews. I saw the ladies over at the Pink Riot. They were giving it high praise. I read the first issue and enjoyed it, but that's it. So that's one of the books I've got to catch up on. One of the mini books I got to catch up on.
Yes. I should have, if I had stuck with it, but I read the first issue. It was okay, but it didn't blow me away. So sometimes first issue don't always do it because they're just setting stuff up. I just didn't stick with it, but maybe I'll trade it like I did with Fatal.
That's a nice thing. I've been reading it, but I'm still been pulling it, so I will always eventually get to it.
A lot of titles are like that with me. I have confidence that they're going to be good. I just don't have time to read them right now. If I don't, then I'm going to have to stop them. I'm like, okay, I need to drop this. I'm not sure about it. I don't want to have 15 copies of it, and it sucks. I'll never be able to get rid of those books. I ain't never gonna be able to get rid of those books.
We're 41 issues into Scorched.
Isn't that something? Moving right along, boy. At $2.99. That's a sweet price. The Space Ghost Annual, which I will not be getting because I dropped Space Ghost, but not because it was a bad book. I'm cutting the cord and moving on to the next series. This one. The World to Come. Have you heard anything about this?
No, not interested.
I'll take it as a no. All right. See if I can go 3 for 3 on the. I'll pass. The future of the Marvel Universe is here. The future of the Marvel Universe is here. It's redundant. There's 2 visionary creators come together in the world to come. The King of Wakanda is dead. They're killing Black Panther again, leaving unguarded the world's most advanced technology, most precious metal, and a cryptic vault of dark secrets while triggering global conflicts among Marvel's heroes, villains, and mutants. Okay. All right. So Christopher Priest is writing this. Joe Quesada is also writing this. They promise that you do not want to miss this landmark project. Do you doubt them, sir? And so why?
It's going to be great. I respect Christopher Priest. I'm full. I'm all full.
Please answer the committee, sir.
Seats taken.
Okay. All right. Well, I tell you, I don't know. I have low expectations, as I always do. But I did pre-order 1 copy of this just in case it does change my life forever. It's 40-page, $5.99 book.
What exactly is the Marvel Knights? That's an Elseworld thing, right? Marvel Knights.
In a manner of speaking, it is. During the I want to say the 90s, and aughts, Marvel Knights was just more of a adult-oriented run of not a run, but a universe where I think Punisher was part of it. The Black Panther was part of it. There was some other characters that were part of it. And they just going to try to expand that or bring it back, I guess. And it was pretty good. There was some good books that came out of the Marvel Knights universe. So it's kind of like the Ultimate universe in a manner of speaking. It's more for adults. Ultimate's kind of in the middle. There's no hardcore stuff in there. So not 616, not Ultimate, but different. If that makes any sense. This Penosian cover is kind of dope. I like that. And maybe the one I ordered. I hope it was. I know I ordered one copy just in case. I didn't believe the hype, but just in case. Just in case. This is the Doom one-shot or something like that. That Doom one-shot is a strong $50 already. But the world to come, we'll find out if it's all bullshit or not. One thing's for sure. All right, the world to come. Moving on down the list. Where were we? Oh, we already went that way. Go the other way. Where to go but down? Is anyone enjoying Thundercats? I missed that whole era, but seems to be still plugging along.
Nah.
Man, you're a tough crowd. It's a tough crowd. I tell you what, I don't get no respect at all. Let this one be a double, number 4. That's been good. Mark Spears' Monster still. Diamond says next week, but they've been saying that for the last few weeks now, so we'll see. Mark Spears up to his eyebrows in work, so not surprising there. I think maybe The World is Fucked was last week's book. I thought it was on this week's preview too. The Future is Fucked. I'm sorry. Get that shit. This Space Ghost Johnny Quest cover looks pretty cool. I'm not pulling that series though. Jump Scare is good. Jump Scare is Cullen Bunn joint. Heat Seeker Exposed, number 1. Well then. There's bound to be some good covers in Heat Seeker Exposed. Take a real quick look at that. By good covers, I mean like boobies. This has been say what you will about it. It has this is like at least the 3rd or 4th series. Turning from Gun Honey to Heat Seeker. Now Heat Seeker is more the thing. Is more the name that they're using. A ton of covers. There's one here,
This is Gun Honey.
This is from the Gun Honey, yeah. Originally called Gun Honey, and now it's Heat Seeker. From the world of Gun Honey.
Love those redheads. That one's nice.
Yes, this is this almost like ScarJo a little bit.
She's pretty.
Scarlett Johansson. Yes.
She can have it if she wants it.
Man, I love redheads.
I had not heard that. 1:15. Lucio Perillo. He makes a lot of nice stuff. This is Titan. Some people kind of compare the Gun Honey series to the Dynamite universe. I guess you're not wrong. I guess there's a market for that stuff. So right on if you love that stuff. But it's the first 2 series that I actually read. I didn't pick up anything after that. Not bad. Not like what you would think it'd be like total trash and just like eye candy and stuff. God, this is like what comic exposure fan Dallas Expo Sydney. Dallas Sydney. Oh my God, she's practically naked. Angela Will Robinson.
Red and green.
Black and
white. I feel like the crotch is a little inappropriate. I feel like I can see more than I should be able to see in that crotch.
Oh, bite your tongue.
You're gonna give us the close up? Oh, hey.
Danger, Will Robinson. Warning. YouTube is watching. Oh, there's more. All right, Heat Seeker.
Do you like a woman with a 6-pack, or do you prefer a softer look?
I don't have an opinion on the subject.
I'm fine either way.
I know, right? This is pretty much the same chick with different, bikinis on and different backgrounds.
This is a bit much. I mean, every single one of her fucking legs are spread with her coochie.
These are retailers. The retailers, I think, could get away with a little bit more.
This is a bit, dude. Have they not heard of xvideos.com, Pornhub.com? We don't have to do it like this, but okay.
I think we do. This is Sozamika. This says not safe for work. All you see is side boob. It's side boob banned now. Good Lord. I mean, we can have like the most hateful, exchanges online if you want. Oh, but God forbid they should show a side boob, and the little Timmy might see a side boob, and God knows what might happen. Anywho, you get the idea. Heat seeker exposed, number one.
Yeah, you made sure we got it. Yeah.
I just want to make sure. I could do more, but I think everyone gets the idea. Arcana Royale. I read the first one of that. We talked about that a while back. I may pick up the second one just to see what it does as far as the second issue goes. You get reactions to the
AR.
Now all of a sudden you got a problem, right? The man who loves more TNA than the law allows. All of a sudden, oh no, man, gosh, this guy, he's fucking guy. All right, Pop Kill. Go to Pop Kill. I've been liking that. All right. This one, Be Not Afraid. This is one I was looking for. From Boom Studios. All right, I'll get through as quick as possible as I can. Cora Raines lived the isolated life of a simple farm girl until one fateful summer day, prophetic visions brought her a visitor made of pure light, an angel. In the aftermath, Cora gave birth to a child, a Nephilim. I think that's how you pronounce that. A Nephilim, the offspring of an angel and a human woman, seemingly imbued with evil itself. 17 years later, that child's cherubic appearance can no longer hide his monstrous nature. Frogs boil in their skins as he passes. Crops rot. The townspeople live in fear, knowing that atrocities follow closely behind him. Now, on the eve of his 18th birthday, Cora receives a new vision. Heaven itself has called upon her to destroy the abomination born of her own flesh and blood. Be Not Afraid is a breathtaking new series from visionary writer Jude Ellison Doyle. Ooh. Ma and Hello Darkness. Ma was a good series, and some of those Hello Darkness shorts that they did too are also good. And acclaimed artist Lissandro Esterin. Equal parts feminist rage and folk horror. This descent into hell itself is fueled by the mythological underpinnings of American evangelical tradition, presenting brutal cosmic horror through the lens of a Southern Gothic. A truly otherworldly journey that cannot be missed. Oh, you had me at cannot be missed. Actually, this looks kind of cool. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I must have pre-ordered some of these, one of these at least. I just order one of them. I get the rest of them from the LCS if I want like other issues. So this is Jay Lee. Jay Lee does. Man, I wonder what his rate is. He does a lot of covers for a lot of people. He did a cover for that book you were talking about, Sorge. The Future is Fucked. There are a lot of people talking about that in different phones. Ariel Olivetti. So what do you think of this?
I don't know. I'm some maybe. I like the art. The cover is cool. And it's not Marvel or DC, so it has a better chance.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. And the indies have a much more chance of me picking up stuff like this than
who's the writer again?
This is Judd Ellison, what's their name? Jude Ellison S. Doyle. Ma, I read Ma, and Ma was good. Ma is it's another heavy subject in that series. I'd rather not go into it, but it's look it up and see if you might like it. You've already liked this. Same Marriage is Strong. Yeah, Don't have any Boom comics, but this is interesting. Okay.
The
Right.
Jay Lee variant on the next issue.
Which one?
On the next issue of Ninja Bunny Assassin.
The Jay Lee issue?
That's what
Of
Sleeping
Ninja
Beauty
Bunny?
said. Jay Lee, get Jay Lee for the next.
Oh, I
Ninja.
mean, oh yeah, I see what you said. Again, I could hire Jay Lee to do me a variant cover. Yeah, he might be available. I'd have to check to see what his rate is.
I don't like that cover, by the way. I don't like it at all.
You know why? Because it has a devil hanging out of a woman's uterus and she's holding a cross. And her uterus fell out. Oh, Dice Clay. Remember Dice Clay?
What if they did that in a horror movie where she had a little demon baby and then it came out like that, but then it instantly grew up while it was still attached? Why am I having this thought? See, I just don't like this cover.
Travis, really? Is he really? Are you shitting us?
No, I wouldn't trust him. I wouldn't trust him. Jim's been known to tell bits.
Tall tales. Did he speak in rhymes? No, I would not have it on a boat. I would not have it with a goat. Yes, be pretty funny. So aggressively hooked up with a leprechaun, apparently. She's trying to get shower support out of me. That bitch. Luckily, hiding your pot of gold as a rainbow can go both ways. Hey! It's not all you hear, is it? All right. The guy appears to be called Brimstone. Okay. Yeah. Be it the spud I am. All right. So there is that. I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be a good thing. The Sickness might make it out, number 8, but we'll see. No rush. Plague House number 3 has been good. I've read number 2 so far about these paranormal investigators and the shit that happens to them after they go into this house. Monkey Meat, the summer batch, is coming up. That should be the penultimate book of that series. Flasher's Apprentice. I'm not too sure about the Flasher's Apprentice. The first one just seemed like to me like Generation Z nihilism and angst. It was okay, but I might give it another chance. We'll see. Buried long ago, I will get that number 2 of that one. So there is that. Wolverine. That finally we can get the reprint, which I would have had the first printing of that if not for T-Fall folding, after I ordered it. That Wolverine number 8, that DWJ cover. You never found a copy of that, did you?
No.
Not for a reasonable price. DWJ. Oh well. See, we're moving right along here, my friend, and it looks what it's time for the penultimate book already. So
this could be the first time you didn't lie. Wow. Let's see.
Curfew shall not rain tonight. I tell you, if I tell you a duck will pull a truck, you can take it to the bank. Yes, we'll do our best, Callie, and TM. Keep that monkey meat away, but put that thing away. All right. So, and now, the penultimate book for this week is called Endless Night. I tell you, this one, thank God they did make a trailer for it, and I could just do a cartwheel because I haven't had a trailer for a penultimate book in I don't know how long, and it's like a breath of fresh air. So here is the trailer for Endless Night. Pretty cool. Pretty effing cool. All right,
Yeah.
so
They're commenting on the art, and I agree, man. The art looks clean on that cover.
indeed you do. That's high praise from Mr. Damon. He's a very picky guy when it comes to his art. I remember you saying that you weren't a big fan of Humberto Ramos, which is like Humberto Ramos. Oh my God, I've been wrong all this time. I like Humberto Ramos, but art is all subjective anyway. We all like what we like. Any hoozle, Endless Night apparently is when Axel Black, an obsessive tech billionaire, imagine that, a tech billionaire being obsessive, and head of the sinister Order of Nine, sends his operatives to exit city in search of a dangerous mystical artifact. Only a team of unlikely allies from different corners of the underworld can prevent an apocalyptic catastrophe. Velveteen, the elite rogue assassin hell-bent on revenge. McCormick and Miller, two detectives keeping peace, in a lawless city. And Owen Blackwood, a monster hunter duty-bound to stop evil. But tensions are mounting and time is running out. Endless Night is Mad Cave's miniseries event of summer of 2025, a genre-smashing collision of archetypal heroes by celebrated writer Mark London. Oh, okay. Mark London and acclaimed artist Tom Garanik. Set in the universe of dark conspiracies, hard-boiled mysteries, and unnatural menace known as Underworld. Okay, very cool. Mark London has got some following behind him. This is the Declan Shelby B cover.
Oh, what a feeling when we're dancing on the ceiling.
My God. Oh, okay. Yeah, so the semi burning parts. What are you talking about? Yeah, I mean, if I didn't pre-order this, I would definitely be pulling it. And I think that concept is good. So yes, a writer that's got a good resume behind them. Endless Night concept sounds good. I'm down with it. How about you?
That's a maybe. That's a good maybe. I like Mad Cave. Art looks cool. I'm interested.
Yes, the art is a little more close up of that tight art that they have. Like that is super tight. Yeah, I'll definitely give it a try. So that is, folks, is the Penultimate Book, and we are moving along because we're right on time. Right on time. I hope Dancing on the Sea. Oh my God, I don't like that song. I'm sorry.
Great song, great album.
I'm just not a Lionel Richie fan for some reason. I don't know what I have
Bite your tongue.
Sorry, man. I mean, that's what. I know Callie thinks it's a great one to have in your head. I'm sorry, Callie. I'm just each their own, but you know, good luck. All right, so moving on.
All night long. You like that song, right?
All night, it's all right.
What?
It's all right.
I don't know if I'm gonna be back next week, guys. We'll see.
Some things, man, I don't know. I mean, it's from that era, you know, the Michael Jackson.
That's one of the greatest songs of all time, dude. No matter who you are, no matter what your favorite genre of music is, when that song comes on, you're gonna jam it. Everyone you meet, then jamming in the streets all night long.
Like it says in the song.
Yeah, I'd say it. Come on.
Maybe I was too depressed back in those days. I don't know.
Yeah, dude. Sleepy Reader, Lionel Richie drama is here. Look for my monologue this coming Tuesday. We might have a special Thursday night episode of FOC and Chill so I can get this off my chest.
Oh my God.
Lorenzo,
you mentioned me?
Next, Lorenzo.
Oh well. I have to live with it. I think we have to bear everyone has a burden to bear. Mine is not liking Lionel Richie.
How dare you?
Yes.
What about the Commodores? You don't like the Commodores either?
Commodores I liked a little bit better. They were a little bit more funky than he was. Brick House was good. There was some good stuff they did, but it wasn't a super.
I know it sounds funny, but I just can't stand the pain.
Oh, that's the one I hate the most.
Girl, I'm leaving
I don't like him.
tomorrow. Come on, I love that song.
What I hate the most is, hello, is it me you're looking for? I don't like because the video. I don't know.
That one got played out for me. I like that song, but it's played out.
Oh, they played the fuck out of it. Oh my God. I mean, that's in the era when they would just like bombard you with like Lionel Richie. Okay, I like Lionel Richie. Buy his fucking shit. Okay. Just like everywhere.
Times maybe.
Right. Oh, you're going down there. Anyway, let's wrap this up real quick. The sixth gun. you find a way to make me get the hell out of Dodge, but keep playing around Lionel Richie. The Sixth Gun is the last book we're going to take a look at. And it is The Road to Six, #1. The Road to Six starts here. Before the Sixth Gun raid is back into existence in this summer's long-awaited reunion from co-creators Cullen Bunn and who the fuck else? Brian Hurt bridge the gap between the explosive finale of the landmark original series and the powerful new chapters soon to be written with a self-contained one-shot prelude featuring 3 all-new stories leading directly to or into the Sixth Gun's 15th anniversary celebration. A terrible dream lies buried deep in the earth. A powerful dream that the mysterious worldwide cabal of magic users will stop at nothing to realize. With the power of the Sixth alive in the world, it's only a matter of time before the weapons are reborn in new hands. The return of Bunn and Hurt's classic weird western cannot be stopped. A tale of calamitous fate and those who try to resist it. Soon the Sixth Gun will be reborn. I've got a copy of the Sixth Gun. It's like I got that Fatale from Gabby at one point, and I got to read that because I missed that. It came out when I wasn't one of those hiatuses I was taking from comics, so I missed that whole series. This may be Cullen Bunn's. I know you and I talk about Basilisk, right? I mean, that's what So I think this may be his greatest book. I mean, his most successful book. I got to read it and see what's up with that. And this is going to be a one-shot that's like a prequel, I guess. So maybe I'll pick that up just so I can read them at the same time and read the prequel and then just jump into the trade that I picked up. Because it seems like it gets a lot of like you're saying about that, that the moon is following a series. A lot of people talk about that and say it's really great. I think you think you might be swayed anymore?
I'm not familiar with this one, so no, it seems like there's too much before to jump in now. Well, we'll see what you say after you read it, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna read that first. Like, I'm gonna pick up all the Fatale books now. I'm like, holy shit!
Oh, Stevie Reader says it's excellent. Okay.
Yeah, I thought you were one of the people that most any guy says no. You and Marcus, you guys could be twins except for your love of different whiskeys. You definitely disagree on those. You're not a flavored whiskey guy.
No, he doesn't know he's a flavored whiskey guy. He'll learn.
I know. Well, he didn't want to admit it in public. It's in like Marcus, like Damien says, it made Bunn's career. I thought that it may have been it. So yeah, I'll probably pick this up, and well, maybe I'll wait to see if I read. Maybe I'll read. Maybe the Sixth Gun will be my assignment for this week to read that to see if I like it. And if it turns out okay, I'll pick this up. I'll go that route. That sounds more logical. All right, and we did it.
Whoa, look at that, dude.
We did it.
I can't remember the last time you finished this early. It's been a long time. For the first time, you weren't a liar. Congratulations.
First time in my life, I wasn't a liar.
Yeah, your husband's not a liar for one time in his life.
We did it. Yes, as OJ would say.
Congratulations, you won. We did it. You won. Congratulations. Hooray.
Hooray! Yes, yes, yes. So that's going to do it for this week, folks. Thanks to everyone who stopped in and said hello, and thanks to everyone who was watching on the replay. We love you guys too. So what do you got going on next week, my son?
Same thing as always. Monday night with JP's Budget Collecting Cash or Trash. I will be back next week. I took this week off, but next week I will be back for FOC and Chill. And then, of course, no weeks off here with Lorenzo. We'll be back for New Comic Book Day next Wednesday.
Oh, awesome. Hey, Sicko. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you.
You're here just in time.
Just in time. Don't start till you get here, brother. All right, so, hey, that's going to do it for us for this week. And like I said, thanks to all you folks. Enjoy your comics and take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And God willing, and the creek don't rise. We will be back next week on Wednesday to have this celebration once again. I love you guys. Peace and love. Peace and love. See you next week. We're pausing.
Denver! City by the Bay! John Denver!
Is a fire really necessary?
Ask them.